Today we wrap up our series of 7 sight reading secrets with what in the world you do with your eyes while you're reading. Now, if you are in the final stages of memorizing and you think you might need the music, but you're playing mostly for memory, then tell your students to put their face down toward the keyboard. And if they need to glance at the music for something, they cut their eyes up without moving their head. This takes too long. The reverse is true if we're in the early stages of learning, where we're using the music. Set your face on the music, and if you need to look down at your hands, cut your eyes down without moving your head. Now, how is that possible? You say, I have leaps and stuff, especially in the Romantic era. Yes, in the classical style, we have a lot of scalar passages in the right hand, or arpeggiated patterns, and those fall under the fingers. In the Romantic style period, we have lots of leaps in both hands. So this is where we encounter problems. And I think the solution for that is to feel your way. Use the black notes to feel. For example, this is a serenade from the Lyric Preludes. I don't need to look down until I go down here. And from here to here, although I don't like to do 5 and 5, I like to do 5 and 4, but it's necessary here. I would do this 10 times. 5. This is the leap. 10 times gets it in my muscle memory or my kinesthetic learning, so that it becomes. I can do that without looking. I hadn't done my 10 times, so I kind of cheated and looked there, if you noticed. But 10 times, and certainly if you do that for 2 or 3 days, it will serve you so well to do a little leap practice there. But you want to just feel your way. All these can be done without looking at your fingers. Now, another little tip we might use is to do this just a little bit. I tell my students not to go in and out with their fingers, and not to go up and down with the wrist, and not to do this either. We really want to cultivate this kind of smooth playing, because what looks smooth sounds smooth. But there are times when you just kind of want to slither along the keys and keep as much contact with them as possible, and use the notes, the black notes there, to find your way. Here's this Rebikov Valse, Melancholique. So right here, I'm just doing just a little bit. I'm not doing a big motion, only what's needed. And I can feel the black note there and play my F sharp. And I can feel this note to find my. So teach your students to feel their way around the keyboard, to feel their way instead of looking, and get them to place their eyes on the music or down in their fingers and glance up or down, whichever they need, but not move the head. Right? So I hope that's been helpful. These tips, all 7 of them, are in this book, in a Quick Tips for Piano Teachers, which is available at Amazon and also Top Music Marketplace. I did not go in these videos in the order of the book, but the book has a chapter on sight reading, and there's more in there on sight reading than I have covered with the 7 sight reading secrets. So hopefully this has been a helpful series to you.